and welcome to my second presentation on motor vehicle insurance. My name is Washington Moway, as the executive at FBA Insurance. Yeah, as you all know, motor insurance is a requirement when you buy a car or when you want to own a car, whether for public service or private. You require to have a motor vehicle insurance, and in our company, we offer a variety of insurance services that can meet your budget as planned. For motor vehicle insurance, as you can see on your screen, it's an insurance that for any vehicle driven by a motor engine that is third party mandated by the law. And here we categorize the vehicles into two, which are private and commercial. For private, these are vehicles that you can use for domestic purposes and commercial purposes. Commercial vehicle is those are vehicles that can be used for commercial services such as public service, carrying passengers or carrying goods for hire. So those are commercial vehicles. So under commercial, we have also categorized those vehicles, where as you can see, it's own goods. Own goods, these are vehicles that can carry goods that belong to the owner. Let's say you have a business and you have a vehicle that ferries goods from the manufacturer to your business. So the type of insurance cover that we will recommend for you is a commercial, and under the specification it will be own goods, because you're not hiring, you're bringing goods to your business, or if you're taking goods to a client. So it's basically your own goods, you're not hiring. Then we have the general cartage, which the owner of the vehicle carries goods for hire. Now this one is where you have bought a vehicle, but you're now offering hiring services to people. So people can come and hire your vehicle in order to ferry their goods. It can be manufacturers, it can be business people who can come take your vehicle, go and do it for them for business, and you're paid. That is a general cartage. Then you have passenger service. This includes the matatus, the fare carrying passenger vehicles. So the matatus, the taxis, the Ubers, those are fare carrying passengers. So we have different rates schedules that we give depending on the use of the vehicle. So a point to note is that third party. What do we mean by third party? Because I've been asked a lot of questions on what we mean by third party. Third party is any person who has the legal right to sue you for an injury or damage to his or her property, and that damage must be caused by you. So for insurance, it caters for the third party. If you take a third party insurance, because you have two insurance covers, commercial, comprehensive, and third party, So for comprehensive insurance cover, as you can see, comprehensive, it covers you and also the damage that you have caused to others. But if you take a third party insurance, it only covers for the damage caused to others, but not you. So that's the difference between a comprehensive insurance party and a third party insurance cover. So as you can see on your screen, third party is any person who has the legal right to sue the vehicle owner for injury or damage or death to the property. This caters for compensation to third parties for the harm caused, and doesn't include repairs to the injured vehicles, owners, family driver, etc. Then comprehensive, it expands to include repairs to the damaged or injured vehicles. Yeah, so that's the difference between a third party and a comprehensive. Then if we can come to the premium rate in motor insurance. The premium rate refers now to the consideration the insurer charges for accepting risks. So for a private, if you see the stickers, we have different types of stickers on motor vehicles, such that if you view it, or if a police officer or a traffic police officer views it, knows this type of vehicle has been covered by either a third party or a comprehensive. And there are some of the features that are in that certificate of insurance: the certificate number, the policy holder's name, which is insured, the policy number, the commencing date, the expiry date. the registration number of the vehicle, the chassis number, the insurance company issuing the cover. So if you insure with us, it will be APA insurance. So how to calculate the motor insurance? And here we want to calculate based on comprehensive and third party. So suppose we take a car that is worth 2.5 for of a client who wants full excess theft plus PVT. This PVT and excess, these are additional benefits which are optional. So if you want to calculate that, the basic premium that is charged, it's 3% of sum insured. So 3% of 2.5 is 75,000. The full excess is 1% of the sum insured. That is 1% of 2.5, which is 25,000. Then the loss of use. The loss of use here means that, for example, your vehicle gets involved in an accident and it cannot be repaired promptly. So during that time, you can hire another vehicle. So we always value depending on the value of the vehicle. So if a person who is driving a 2.5 million vehicle, our loss of use it's 3,000 stroke 5,000. So the class, because someone will want the class that he drives. So if it's a 2.5, we'll have to look for a vehicle that can be hired that is of worth 2.5. So the loss of use it's 5,000, because we know expenses for hiring a vehicle range between 2,000 to 5,000 per day. So it depends on the value. Our minimum amount is 3,000 stroke 5,000. So it depends. If your vehicle is below 1 million, most of those vehicles that are ranged in that, there is only 3,000. But if it's for 2.5 and above, if you want to hire a vehicle for a day, it's always 5,000 and a maximum of 10 days as your vehicle is being repaired, so that within those 10 days you can get back to using your vehicle after repair. So that is what we mean by loss of use. So you will have lost using the car as it's being repaired. So the total will be 75,000 plus 25,000 plus 5,000 is 105,000. We charge levies of 0.45% of the total, which is 473. Then the stamp fee of 40 shillings. The total annual premium will be, when you add that, you get 105,513. Then for a car that is third party, the tax charges is 7,500. The levy is 0.45% of the 7,500, which is 34 shillings. And then stamp duty is of 40 shillings. And then we also include for you a personal accident cover of 1,543. So the total annual premium for a third party cover, it will be 7,500 plus 34 plus 40 plus 1543. You get 9,117. So that is if you want to get a motor vehicle for third party. So we come to motor vehicle commercial rates, where on goods for comprehensive it's 5% of sum insured. That is a basic premium. Then the excess protector is 0.5% of sum insured, with a minimum of 5,000. Then the PVT stands for political violence and terrorism. When a car gets involved into accident as a result of political violence or terrorism, these are now optional benefits. You can take those optional benefits. Then the general cartage, that is comprehensive, the 7% of sum insured as the basic premium. Excess protector, which is 0.5% of sum insured, the minimum is 5,000. The political violence and terrorism, 0.45%, minimum 5,000. The minimum sum insured or amount is 1 million. That is commercial. So we can take an example. Take a pickup with a sum insured of 1.2 million with excess protector and PVT for comprehensive. So this is a client maybe who wants to insure his pickup that is worth 1.2 million, and with an excess, he wants optional benefits of excess protector and PVT. and he wants the vehicle to be insured for comprehensive. So if that pickup is supposed to be used for own goods, this is how we calculate. The basic rate is 5% of sum insured, which will be 5% of 1.2 million is 60,000. Excess protector will be 0.5% of sum insured, which is 0.5% of 1.2, which is 6,000. The political violence and terrorism is 0.45% of sum insured, which is 0.45% of 1.2, which is 5,400. The total amount will be 60,000 plus 6,000 plus 5,400. You get 71,400. The levies will be 0.45% of the total, which is 0.45% of 71,400. It's 321 shillings. We add a stamp fee of 40 shillings. The total annual premium that this guy will pay for a pickup that is of own goods, that is carrying his own goods from the manufacturer from the market to his business, it will be 71,400 plus 321 plus 40, that is 71,761. That's the total annual premium that he will pay. Then if that pickup was to be used for general cartage, that is for hire, the basic rate is 7% of sum insured, which is 7% of 1.2, it is 84,000. The excess protector is 0.5% of sum insured, which is 0.45% of 1.2, it's 6,000. The PVT, political violence and terrorism, 0.45% of 1.2, which is 5,400. The total will be 84,000 plus 6,000 plus 5,400 is 95,400. The levies we charge 0.45% of the total, not the sum insured, but the total, which is 0.45% of the 95,400. It is 429. The stamp duty is 40 shillings. So the total annual premium will be 95,400 plus 429 plus 40 shillings. It's 95,869. So if you compare those two calculations, we can make these observations. From the above calculations, we notice that the general cartage is slightly higher than the own goods. The reasons behind are that for a general cartage has a high risk occurrence on the road than the own goods, since the number of times that a general cartage will be on the road are more than that of own goods. Practically, if you can apply it in real life, if you own a pickup that is carrying your own goods, and if you own a pickup that you are carrying goods for hire, for own goods, the only time that pickup will be on the road maybe will be when you are going to take stock or when you are bringing stock into the business. But for hire, mostly it will be on the road, because every time you'll receive clients who will come to hire your pickup. So that's why you find that you pay higher, because of the occurrence of risk. It has a high occurrence of risks on the road. It's just like a PSV and a private vehicle. A private vehicle, the only time it's on the road is when you are going to work. Maybe if you're an employee and you have your own car, you'll be going to work in the morning with it and coming back at home. So the entire day it just stays in the parking plot. Or maybe if you're in car an emergency. So the number of times that car will be on the road are very minimal as compared to a passenger carrying vehicle, because every day it's on the road. So it has high chances of occurrence of risks or accidents as compared to that of private motor vehicle. That's why you find that the charges for those passenger ferrying vehicles, the vehicles that are for hire, is slightly higher than the private ones. So from these calculations you can observe that, because general cartage is 95,869, own goods it's 71,761. We have the commercial rates for special vehicles. This one includes tractors, harvesters, and agricultural vehicles. For comprehensive, we charge 3% of the sum insured. That is those vehicles that are under 3 million. Then 2.5% of sum insured for over 3 million. Then we can excess protector and PVT, as I've said previously, these are optional benefits. So excess protector, if you need excess protector, because there are times where your vehicle can excess means here the damage can exceed the limits, and so it might require you to go an extra mile to dig deeper into your pockets to compensate that. So when you pay for excess protection, it covers for that excess expense that might be as a result of a claim. This happens especially maybe when someone underinsures. Yeah. So if you pay for that excess, it pays for the excess damages that might be caused, which might require you to dig deeper into your pockets. That's what I mean by excess protector, and is an option. These are additional benefits, same as PVT. Then the third party is 5,000. We have PSV chauffeur driven. These include Ubers and tour vans. You can add matatus also. So for comprehensive rates for Ubers, we charge 6.5% of sum insured, that is below 2 million. 5% of sum insured, that is over 2 million. Then we have an excess protector of 0.5% of sum insured. Then the minimum sum insured is 700,000 for Ubers. Then your vehicle must be less than 12 years of age, so the year of manufacture. So currently we are at 2022. So if you take minus 12 years, so the vehicle years of manufacture should start from 10. If you want to insure it as a comprehensive, it starts with 2010, from 2010 onwards to 2022. So those are vehicles that are eligible to be insured under comprehensive. Then the minimum basic premium is 30,000. Then he also had 500 PLL, that is passenger legal liability, which is 500 per person. For third party rates, we look at the number of passengers. So under 9 passengers is 7,500. Between 9 to 25 passengers is 12,500. Above 25 passengers is 15,000. For institutional vehicles that include school buses, for comprehensive we charge 4% of sum insured. That is for only goods plus PLL. That is if it's a vehicle that is it's an institutional vehicle that carries goods, we will charge it as a 4% of the sum insured plus the number of people that it carries. Maybe it carries 2 people, the one ferrying the goods, or maybe the one who helps the driver. So those people, additional people apart from the driver, is when we will charge PLL per person. Then for persons we add 500. It's 4% of sum insured plus the PLL, the passenger legal liability, because sometimes you find that a car engages into road accidents and passengers, they demand compensation. So that's why the 500 PLL comes in. Then the third party rates, less than 9 passengers is 7,500 plus the PLL, that is passenger legal liability of 500 shillings per person or per passenger. Then between 9 to 25 it's 12,500 plus the PLL. Above 25 is 15,000 plus PLL. Then the minimum sum insured is 800,000. The minimum premium is 30,000. For driving school comprehensive, we charge 4% of sum insured, that is 600,000. The minimum basic premium is 30,000. Third party rates, it's for saloon 7,500. The others, it's 10,000. Then the motor trade, these are vehicles that are found in showrooms that are on sale, or those that are found in car yards. Most especially when you find or walk on the roads and find these vehicles with KG plates. So the rates for those, if it's comprehensive, we charge 3% of sum insured, and for third party we charge 12% per plate. So that is basically, those are the types of vehicles that we charge, and it depends, and as you have seen, it depends on the value, the type of the vehicle, and the use of the vehicle. So that's why when you come and visit us, I'll be able to ask more to know if you express yourself on what is the intent of that vehicle, or what is the mission of that vehicle to be used. So the required documents for motor insurance, that is for individuals, you have to bring yourself ID copy, identity card, copy of your ID, the KRA pin, and of course the logbook. Then for institutions, they have to carry the registration company certificate, registration certificate, KRA pin, then the logbook. So those are some of the required documents that are issued. So for motor vehicle, that's what we charge and that's what we look at. So if you have any questions about motor vehicle insurance, I believe that this tutorial will have opened up so that in case or when you want to buy a vehicle, you have to know which type of insurance I'm going to take and what are some of the things that I have to look. And especially I always advise clients is that when you go and buy a motor vehicle and you want to insure it, look at also at those optional benefits. They also help in terms of unexpected expenses. So look keenly, go through those optional benefits, and if you have any queries, I'll be able to help you process, help you come with a flexible insurance plan that is meets your budget and what you have catered for. In the next tutorial, I'll be able to explain to you about our new motor insurance package, that is a Bima Bamba motor insurance that allows you to pay monthly in monthly installments. This one is an annual installment, and for these annual installments, like for example the one that was 71,000, it's a very huge amount. 71,761. If you do not have it in cash or in full, we accept payment in three installments of ratio 40/30/30. So you pay your first installment should be 40%, the second installment will be 30%, the third installment will be 30%. So those are some of the modes of payment that are flexible for you. But in the next tutorial, I'll be able to share with you on now the APA Bima Bamba motor vehicle that allows you to pay monthly, for comprehensive. Otherwise, I'll have to take you a look so that you may take a look at the proposal forms for the motor vehicle private and motor vehicle commercial. If you can just bypass and go look at the proposal and the proposal form for motor vehicle commercial and private, because I believe that if you look at those proposals, there is a difference also. When you look at those proposals, there is a difference in that. So this is the proposal form for private motor vehicle proposal form. Here, when you come with all your documents or you send your documents, this is what we'll be filling in. You see from the top, it's private motor vehicle proposal form and the contacts to our offices. So the first page, this is how it looks like. You'll fill the branch where you have registered, the agency or broker, name in full, other names, the postal address, the postal code, the town. That is your documents, your personal information, then the particulars of the vehicle. So the main reason as to why we ask for your logbook, you look at the part 1, particulars of vehicles to be insured, the registration marks, make or model, type of body, engine number, chassis, year of manufacture, capacity, cubic, seating capacity, date purchased, interested estimate of present value, including accessories. All these information are found on your logbook. So when you just send your logbook, we'll be able to fill in details of that vehicle, that is including the make, type of body, engine number, class, chassis, year of manufacture. And year of manufacture, I told you that for comprehensive, it's 12 years of age and below. So if it's 2022, you minus 12 years, it's 2010, you accept 2010 onwards. So then there is a disclaimer there, please attach a copy of your logbook. Give details of the anti-theft devices fit. If your vehicle is attached with anti-theft devices, you have to attach a copy because there's always a certificate issued on the same. If there is any of the vehicles proposed a left-hand drive model, those are yes or no questions and answers. Is there a local dealer for the particular model of vehicles proposed? Has the car been converted, adopted, or modified in any way? Is the vehicle reconditioned in used ex-Japan, Dubai, others you specify? The next page is the vehicle usually kept overnight. So in a locked garage, in open at your premises, elsewhere. If yes, give details. So give details of tracking system, fleet management system fitted, attach copy, because when you attach the tracking systems, I believe you are given a certificate. So you have to attach the copy of that certificate. Then ownership. You look at also, you answer the section of the ownership. Are you the owner of the vehicle and is it registered to your name? If yes or no, it's a yes or no. If not, state the name and address of the owners. So if there is a financial interest in the vehicle, yes or no, give the details. The drivers, do you or any other person who to your knowledge will drive the proposed vehicle? If yes, you give details of that person. If it's your personal driver who will be driving that vehicle, give the details of the driving experience of all persons who will be driving the proposed vehicle. So if you have other people who will be driving that vehicle, you give them in under section C. Then do you or does any other person you know who to your knowledge will drive hold a provisional license, learner's license, yes or no? If yes, please note policy restrictions will apply. Use of vehicles. Will the vehicle be used solely for social, domestic, and pleasure purposes? For the purpose of your own or your employer's business? For carriage of fare, paying passengers, or goods for hire or reward? For any other purpose? So if you look at that section of use of vehicles, that section 3 for carriage of fare, passengers, or goods for hire. So if you tick yes, it automatically changes this policy from motor vehicle, private to commercial, because you're carrying fare, carrying passengers. So this will not be the correct proposal form to fill. Yeah. So I believe if it's a motor vehicle, private. If you say sole for social, domestic, and pleasure purposes, you say yes, because it goes in line with what a motor vehicle private insurance comprehensive cover takes. For purpose of your own or your employee's business, yes, because at some point we believe that you can be an employee of a business and your boss can send you, maybe he can help you with the fuel, then you go visit. Maybe you go to a company to deliver something and you come back. So it's your own vehicle, it's our private. So that one, we have circumstantial events that can be accepted. So you can say yes. For carriage of fare, passengers, or goods for hire, that is a no. For any other purpose, if yes, give details. If no, just say no. Then previous experience. Are you now or have you been insured in respect of motor vehicle? If yes or no. If yes, give details of the registration marks and name of the insurance company. This is just a matter of giving detailed information to know more. Yeah. Then has any company respect of yourself or any other person who will drive ever declined your proposal, cancelled or refused to renew your policy, required an increase in premium or increased special conditions, required you or such person to carry the first amount of any loss? Give here below record of accidents during the last 3 years in connection with any motor vehicles owned, driven or used by, whether insured or uninsured. So this happens to maybe if you have more than one vehicle, or if you want to change your insurance company from one insurance company to another. Yeah. Are you entitled to a no claim discount from your previous insurers in respect to any other vehicles described in the proposal? That is if you have any other vehicle. Then extra benefits. Do you wish to insure for the following: windscreen, radio cassette, strike, riot and civic commotion, flood, typhoon, hurricanes, then political violence, terrorism and sabotage? This cover is recommended, so take yes. So The last part is the declaration, where you declare what you have felt to be the truth and you sign, then we stamp. That is for motor vehicle private. For commercial, this is how the proposal form looks for motor vehicle commercial. So commercial vehicle proposal form, this is how the format that it looks like. It's a bit big. So here we start with individuals. If your vehicle, it will be owned by you, so you'll fill this part. But if it's a vehicle belonging to a company, you don't fill this part, you'll fill the second part, that is a corporate. So if you give you the motor vehicle commercial proposal form, it will have this. These are the first page, these are the second page. So it will belong, if it's your own pickup for your own, you're a farmer, you want to have your own pickup to be delivering goods to the market. So you fill here in the individual section, where you write your name, title, nationality, the contact details, the employment or the business or the profession that you are doing. Then you have the bank details. So this one helps in the claim processment. Contact, they enable you to reach out to you in case of anything or any technicalities. Then for corporates, it's the same. Also, you put the name of the organization, the contact details, the principal contact details, the bank details. So then you declare there. Then, of course, the same you fill here. So that is basically for our motor vehicle insurance looks like. And if you have any questions about the same, you can be able to reach out to me. I can be able to help you out on getting the most extensive insurance cover that meets your target and meets your budget. And if you know of a friend, family, or if you intend to buy a motor vehicle and insure with APA, APA is a very big insurance company that caters the needs. We understand the needs of every individual, so it caters for those, and it makes sure that you are accorded a cover that best suits you. So thank you for your time. Thank you for taking time to go through this tutorial. Like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends for more videos to come. Have a good day.